Hello, everyone. This is Puneet, and before I introduce myself and tell more about who I am, what I do, I would really like to thanks GDI Hub for accepting my request for being a speaker here in the Disability Summit, and it's an absolute honor and a pleasure, and I would say a privilege to be talking on such a big platform where I can talk and where I can share my views and opinion and what I am doing as an advocate and as a person with uh, several invisible disabilities. So this is Puneet. I live in New Delhi, India, and uh, my pronouns are he and him, and I'm a person. I'm a person with dyslexia, dyspraxia, and stammering. My pronouns are he and him, uh, and uh, to visually describe myself, I'm a South Asian young man with black hairs. I'm wearing a black headphones. I'm wearing on a black leather chair. Uh, I'm wearing a yellow shirt, and in my background we have a off-white walls, uh, and I would start by like what I do professionally and what I'm trying to do rather than all of these things. So I'm a disability advocate. I am advocating and kind of doing my activism around disability rights, especially in the perspective of the global south. I've spent my childhood. I'm born and brought up in Islam in in Delhi, and I faced domestic violence. My father was abusive, and because of that, I think facing all these like poverty, domestic violence, and also have to navigate through having multiple invisible disabilities. I think life was pretty challenging in the beginning, and what I realized that through my interaction uh, with uh, the with the disability community, and with also with reading through and studying and researching around disability theories, uh, I would say that the concept of intersectionality uh, has been a really I would say a game changer in my life, where I realized that these are the intersections which have made me what I am. Like my personality have been like shaped through all of these experiences, and I would say like when we talk about disability rights uh, and disability justice is also very important. Like how we are providing equity to the persons who have gone through this systemic historical oppressions, and coming from a historically marginalized community, and facing bullying, discrimination, and ableism all at the same time. It really made me embrace the concept of intersectionality. And also I would say that when I started to like go to school, like even the curriculum, as a person with dyslexia and dyspraxia, the curriculum, how they were teaching, how that our lessons were being uh, addressed, like how math, science, all of these subjects were being taught. It's not accessible to a person who are having these intellectual disabilities, or disability of this kind. And this has really made me like what I can do different. Like with I would say I was creative. I was um, reading through my own I was studying through my own methods. I was developing my own style, and that has really helped me. And I would say the most of the people, with disabilities, which is around 15% according to WHO. I would say it must be around 15 to 20% of the world population. Um, like navigating through these challenges, navigating through our own life, I think this is disability pride for me, and this is uh, made me embrace who I am, and also made me ask questions about what is ableism, what is discrimination, what is how bullying and how all of these systemic operations can be addressed. And it made me think of having difficult conversation through social media, through on my own organization, through all of these uh, platforms, and that had really made me made me go out, made me talk to people, be very vocal about the rights. And it's been a life changing experience for me, especially like when I joined GNYPWD, that is the global network for young persons with disability, and as a community manager. And we are having an accessibility innovation challenge where it's a mix of, I would say, innovation and disability justice, where we are seeking solutions to sexual and reproductive health issues, especially regarding to young persons with disability. And I think this project, this challenge, this initiative has been a game changer for me, because as I told, my father was abusive, and my mother never have got access to these resources, of of these reproductive health resources and tools. So I think this was something in my mind, something in my heart, that really makes me to do something around SRH. And the application process was great. I came to know that a lot of things can be done, a lot of interesting things we learn through all of these things. And when we were inviting applications through all over the world, like it was such a uh, learning experience for us, because we were learning that how to communicate, how to actually ask for the young person with disability to come and show their creativity, to showcase their innovation in tech, their innovation, all of these things. And through like all these personalized interactions and all of these things, I we were able to get like around 229 applications from 54 countries. Uh, and that has been a great uh, and it's a very good opportunity for me to say that we are being supported by UNFPA and also by GDI Hub, in terms of resources, in terms of toolkit, in terms of their expertise and their experience. And that is great. Like we are collaborating, and as organizations, I think we should more collaborate more, and see like how, where we can find synergies, where we can support each other, and where we can share. Of course, partnerships and collaboration will be the key to disability inclusion, to get close to SDGs, like all these SDGs. I think it is very important that we collaborate and partner more. And I think that is pretty much important. Also, when we talk about all these winners that have came, these are brilliant solutions coming from all over the world. We have two winners from Africa, one from Kenya and one from Cameroon, one from India, and one from Moldova. So we have quite a bit of diverse winners, and we will be providing them the seed fund. We will be mentoring them along with the UNFPA and GDI Hub team, and that's been I think that it's a very good and very enriching learning experience for me. Also, I'm personally very involved with one of the solution from Moldova, that is podcasting. Because me as a person with stammering, I think I'm very close, very attracted to this mode of communication, where we talk, where we can listen to the sound of the person, listen to the voice of the person. That's why I'm very uh, interested in being like supporting the team, and how to look for other kind of collaborating opportunities, and that is really exciting for me. And with this, like, I would like to say that innovations and tech and advocacy, all of these things are very important, and that will make us go closer to our target. And that's a journey. That's not a destination, that is a journey, and we are on the right path if we keep collaborating, if we keep sharing our resources. That is it. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I really hope that this summit, and also this talk by me was something to take home. Thank you so much.